rise above it all. And we can be so much more than who we are. So much more than who we are. We can. Knee deep in while the world just falls apart. At the rise above it all. We can.
Well, good morning, everybody. How are you? Welcome to the Saturday morning ritual. I am Gina, and that's forgot to get off.
I'm saying that.
There we go. Hi, how are you? Welcome. Are you guys? What's going on? Are you guys embracing? Are you ready for the weather? Are you ready for what is going on with my bangs? Oh my, what's going on? What's going on? Tell me. How you doing? How are you? How's life? Are you ready for today? Are you ready for the Saturday morning ritual? Are you excited? Anyway, just welcome. I'm so glad that you are here to join us today. It's wonderful. Right on cue. Enter the cattail. I'm sure that everything is perfect and awesome this morning. This is where we align our minds, move our bodies, fuel our weight loss and our mindset goals, all of that fun, good stuff. And this is a great time for a morning stretch. Because, well, we come together as a community, but our first task of the day, Penny, is not to pet you. No, is not to pet Miss Penny Cat. Good morning, Lori. Good morning, Misty. Good morning, everyone. Our first task of the day, of course, is to warm up our bodies with a good stretch, with the little movements, just to, wake our bodies up because the brain and the body are connected. They're not separate items. So if your body is woken up, then your brain is maybe, I bet, a fur squad. What's a fur squad? I'm just playing with you. I know what a fur squad is. It's a fit squad. You just typed like me. That's how I like to type, by not, hitting the right keys. La-di-da-di-da. That had to be awesome. I just love that you do that so very, very, very much. So anyway, we're going to be getting things ready for that and for the possible 6 to 9 inches of snow. Yes, we're going to get all that snow too. They said, I found it hilarious. I posted it in the Discord, but that they're like a portion, and then it's like the whole entire state. I'm like, yeah, that's a portion. There's like this little thing down on the, southwest corner that is not going to get any of the winter weather, but the rest of us, we're going to be getting ice, which that's my least favorite part is the ice. I don't mind the snow so much. I hate ice. Anyway, I've got to get to the grocery store today, which I'm sure is going to be a madhouse. Everybody's got to go and get their French toast kit. Milk, bread, eggs, French toast kit. Always call it the snow French toast kit. Anyway, we are going to start this morning with our brain body connection. And how am I going to do this while holding Penny? She does not like to be held, especially if I'm standing up. Yes, happy birthday to Tim. I just don't want to get up. I want to just pet Penny Cat. She's purring. Okay, anyway, we got to get up and move our bodies. Sorry, Penny, you can come back in a little bit, okay? But right now we got to get up and we got to move our bodies because it's part of the Saturday morning.
Let's go. You're saying maybe.
Don't follow me.
Let's find a disco. You're stuck at home being so lazy. Hey. Give me some energy. Wanna come dance with me. Give me some energy. Wanna come dance with me. There's no fire without smoke, I ain't letting you go. I can see you buzzing like you can't say no. There's no fire without smoke, I ain't letting you go. Let yourself be free. Be the best that you can be. Come move your body. Come move your body. Only settle for the best. Live your life with no regrets. Come move your body. Come move your body.
Okay, that stretching was like the most amazing thing this morning because I've taken Loki for a walk this morning, but other than that, um, I'm running late. I'm behind schedule as usual. Go figure. And I'm gonna be bothered by this hair. She's gonna get hair all over me and in my face and in my mouth. But she is a nice little cute little kitty. She is a cute little kitty. She just likes to be choo. Just right back. It's like, no, mom. No. So before we get started talking about the topic of the week, before I say anything, pollute your brains with my thoughts and my opinions and my whatevers. Let's tell me. Hey, Teresa, hi, how are you? So good to see you. Oh my gosh, so very good to see you. What does the phrase "New Year, New Me" mean to you? And how do you want to feel as you move into this fresh new chapter, this 2025, this wonderful, amazing year? It's supposed to be like the best year because, I got this big milestone birthday coming up. Maybe you don't, but anyway, what does it mean to you? What does the phrase "New Year, New Me" mean to you? And how do you want to move into this fresh new chapter? If you want to write stuff down, you can. And I have the journal prompts on a piece of paper that you can print out. If you go to adventuresofdeanna.com and you go to the downloads, you can download it. You can type on it, or you can print it and you can write on it, whatever you want to do. I'm going to play some music. I'm going to give you an opportunity to think about it. I'm going to give you an opportunity to type your thoughts in the chat box. All these opportunities all around. So let's go. Let's get started. Let's do this. Alrighty, ready.
Even if you can't let go, I'll untie the invisible ropes that keep you down. I'm taking matters into my own hands now. Let's face it, we only got this life to live out. So follow me, I'm ready to go. Take the lead, I'm ready to go. Ready to go. Ready to go. Ready to go. Ready to go.
So Loki has decided that he also, he also wants to be attention. So he's like right here. And he's like, give me all the attention too. They're always fighting for my attention. Always fighting for my attention. I agree. Switching topics, switching my thought. I agree with what Teresa said as well. It means to me an opportunity to do reflection, to move forward with thoughtful intention. And there's I like to do the whole life kind of audit thing because weight loss goals in general, they're not just like, hey, here's my goal, your whole life kind of you have to reflect on all of the different aspects, your friendships, your community, your family life, your work life, your all of the things and all of the goals in each area, your finances, your just everything. You really have to take a look at it all and make sure that, and reflect upon it and see where it is that you want to have your intentions. Where is it? Because it's really easy to focus on one thing and lose sight of another thing, or realize that it's not, you can't really put any extra time and energy into maybe a goal because there's other things that are at play that are distracting. I'm not the best at reflection. I just keep moving forward. Also, a very good strategy, because at the end of the day, we can't live in the past. We have to move forward. We have to move forward. We have to be in the now and do today. We have to do today. We can't be in the future. We need to be here, present, today. What can I do right now? This moment, today. What is it that we can do today? But as we're talking about reflection, you can reflect on a whole year. Or what are you chewing on? Don't chew on my, no. She got my headphones. I'm just chewing on the wires. Cats. I was pet sitting a cat, just unrelated story. I was pet sitting a cat the other week, and when I went in the house, they have a electronic door code, and then whenever I go inside, I turn off the alarm. The alarm, the box was just black, and it wasn't having me turn it off. It wasn't activated. It wasn't on, and I know that the night before when I left, that I turned that alarm on. Something was wrong with it. So I had to go into the basement of this 100-year-old scary house to clean the litter box. The whole reason I was there, really, because the cats are on an automatic feeder and they have water. Anyway, so I go down in the basement and clean the litter box, and then I come back upstairs. And the little kitty, the baby kitty, she's like a kitten. She's only like a year old now. She's chewing on a wire, and I'm like, oh my gosh, is this what happened to the alarm system? I wanted to blame it on, hey, Lucy, welcome. I wanted to blame it on the cat for chewing on the cord, but it turns out it wasn't the cat's fault at all. It was the power company's fault. They were doing work in the area, and they reset made the thing go out. So, but I was really worried about it. I'm like, oh no, what's going to happen? And I feel bad, leaving their house like unprotected, because I'm just, dropping in to take care of things and make sure everything's all good. And it really wasn't. But I left them a note and texted them and whatnot. So did everything I could. Anyway, that was a side note completely, because cat was chewing on my cord, and I thought I would share with you guys. Oh, isn't it a great Saturday morning whenever you get to hear me ramble on about, whatever it is that I want to ramble on about? That's a good time. Before I got distracted by the cat, I was talking about reflection. We reflect on the past year, but as part of the Saturday morning ritual, the ritual number 2 is that we reflect on the past week, the last 7 days. Since you last saw me, what is it that you have 2 little black kitties? What are their names? Share with us. I want to know about your kitties. How old are they? Are they brother and sister? Are they related? How was your past week? Anything awesome happen? Anything that, as you reflect back on this past week, that fosters maybe some changes that you want to make in your life? Anything that you want to celebrate, that you want us to be, yay, and give you a hug and a high five, cheer you on, and congratulate you? Well, thanks. I appreciate Pudding and Panther. Oh my gosh. Over 15 years old. That is old. Oh, mm, different litters. Always get 2 cats, people. Always get 2 cats. It's life-changing when you have 2 cats versus just having one. It's definitely better, I would say. They just they entertain themselves a lot better. They take care of each other. They groom each other. They just love on each other. It's nice. They're brother and sister, so it's different. Yes, Teresa. Oh my gosh. Way to go. That is awesome. Way to go. Great job. See what a great restart will do for you. 30 pounds. That's really awesome, Teresa. My gosh. Look at you go. I'm proud of you. That is so cool. That's all. They say that like every 20 pounds is a size. So like a size and a half. You've dropped a size and a half. Did you know that? 2 pugs. Oh, Zena and Gab. You got a house full. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Mm. I think having children or pets or whatever just really helps, life in general. Um, Joy. It creates joy. It also creates a lot of headaches, but can't have joy without a little bit of a headache. Okay, if you don't have anything awesome to celebrate, you know what? That's okay too. Every week is not gonna be like some major milestone, something super to celebrate. But there are the small wins that you can celebrate. Don't forget to celebrate any of the mini goals, any of those micro focuses that you have, getting your sleep in, sticking to a routine, keeping promises to yourself, anything. There are lots of things that we can celebrate. It's not just the number on the scale or a certain size or things like that. Celebrations, there's so much to celebrate about ourselves and what we do every single week. Just saying. Ooh, I love to organize. That's one of my favorite. I'm so lame. That's one of my favorite things to do. Organizing your space can also help you organize your mind. So true. So very true. Every week before I go to the grocery store, it's a ritual. Rituals are important to me. Habits are important to me. They will never not be important to me. That is just who I am. But every week before I go to the grocery store, part of the thing, I go through, I make a list, I look at the pantry, I see in the fridge, and I see what we need, and I clean the fridge out every single week. Are there any leftovers that we're not going to eat? Let's look at some expired things and, get rid of them. Let's, just go through and refresh that refrigerator. That space is very important to be tidy and maintained and well kept. And I always do it before I go to the grocery store every single week because I'm a weekly grocery shopper. So it's just one of those things. Is that something that you do, or is it something that you don't do? And maybe it's a new habit, routine, ritual thing that you want to start doing. It's just an idea. You're going to Walmart today. Yes. So Lucy, where are you? And are you predicted to get any winter weather? I'm in Missouri and I'm getting winter weather. Teresa, are you in the North Carolina, South Carolina? Misty's in Texas. And Lori is in Iowa. And she's getting snow. So I'm getting like a bunch of snow tonight, tomorrow, sometime, they say. So they say. I was talking to somebody and they described it as a monsoon of snow. And I'm like, well, what is a monsoon of snow? Like they're like a blizzard. Ohio, shoot. I knew I was going to get it wrong. I was supposed to go there. Minnesota, you've gotten snow all the time. You're used to the snow. Minnesota. We have a Minnesota girl comes to watch the Saturday morning ritual. I love her. Anyway, so talking about we're dropping below freezing. What? Oh my God. And wow, that's big news. That's big news in Texas, in Houston, Texas. Big news. Oh my gosh. So let's talk about restart. New year, new me, restart, reset, refocus. How many people raise your hands, drop an emoji in the chat. How many people have vowed, made an intention, set a goal to restart, reset, refocus? For some people, they don't need to. They're like, nope, I'm just continue on. It's just same old, whatever. But for other people, they've kind of like done that reflection and they're looking at themselves and they're thinking, yeah, I need to reset. I need to refocus because I've gotten, talking to myself here, I have gotten kind of lost and need to really, just reel it back in because -1, no, I do not. So I have a dog, big 100-pound dog, and I walk him every single day unless it gets down below 10 degrees. Once it's below 10 degrees, I have given myself a pass. I'm like, I'm not doing it whenever it's that cold out. He's got a backyard. He can go run around, play, do his business, whatever. I don't have to walk him, and I choose not to whenever it's below 10 degrees. And that's my rule. I'm just like, no. Word of 2025 is focus. But focus. What? Focus on what? Have you defined what you're focusing on? Because you can't really focus unless you know what you're focusing on. Focus. Focus. I don't know what to focus on. I can barely keep focused during a 1 hour live stream. How am I supposed to keep my focus? I mean, somebody would smack me upside the head all the time to remind me, hey, back on track over here. Here you go, lady. We're over here. We have to keep our eye on the prize no matter what distractions come our way. Deanna, do you hear that, Deanna? We have to keep our eye on the prize no matter what distractions come our way. So this is something that I've kind of been struggling with, is keeping my eye on the prize. But this whole thought about restart, refocus, there are a couple of things regarding resets. This is like, when we're doing a reset, it's good to kind of like go back to the beginning. And imagine your future life. It kind of falls into that whole building your why type thing. It's so much easier if we have a clear vision. So we need to reset. Maybe whenever you first started off looking for your goals, looking at, whatever it was that you set. Maybe it looks a little bit differently. So maybe you have to just think about it again in your head. What does my future life look like? Because, we change as people. You might have new hobbies. You might have different things. You might have changed some of your core values or just beliefs or activities that you like to do or don't do. So this visualization might look a lot different than it originally looked whenever you, first thought about your future life and why you wanted to attain your goal. Just think about that for a second. Just think about that. Flourish. Oh my God, what a great word. Oh, I like that word. Oh, focus on things that help my body and mind being as healthy and happy as possible. More specific, I suppose I could say, I'm focused on my choices and habits to see what serves and can stay. That's so beautiful. Don't make me cry. Don't make me cry. So as we're resetting, we need to think about our values, our core values. I value being myself. I value being true to myself. I value taking care of myself and others. So, what are your core values? And we need to make sure that our goals are in line with those core values. Have you ever tried to reach a goal that wasn't in line with your core values? It was really hard to hit that goal, I bet. Whenever we're doing our reset, another thing that we want to do is think about our priorities in life. What are our priorities? So sometimes we have a goal, but our priorities are over here and they conflict. It's really, really difficult to eat every single candy bar that was ever invented in the month of January and lose weight. It's just off the top of the head, random. I mean, I know that's a silly goal, but 2 silly goals. Maybe they're not silly goals to somebody. I don't know. But anyway, I think it would be hard to lose weight and have a goal of eating every type of candy bar that was out there in 1 month, you know? But this is just not a great example, but it's an example. So, yay me. Honesty and integrity. Those are great core values. Awesome core values. You know, honesty is very important to me too. And it's really hard sometimes to have a weight loss channel when you're not losing weight at the rate that you want to or at all, for that matter, and share that on YouTube. But also at the same time, it's also very important to me that I want to lessen the way people feel about themselves when they're trying to lose weight and it's hard and it's difficult and they're not, doing the best that they could do. I think that whenever we feel bad about ourselves because we're not hitting our goals, because we're not, absolutely smashing it, and here's, show off, that's just like absolutely killing it, and that makes us feel bad about ourselves, then that just delays us from hitting our goals and it makes things worse for us. So I want my part of my mission is to say it's freaking okay. You know what? Everybody struggles and it's okay to struggle, and there's nothing to be ashamed of. We're just learning and growing and trying and doing the best that we can. And that's it, So I have to show up even if whenever I'm not doing great, because if I don't, then I'm letting those people who want to make me feel less than win. And I'm not going to let anybody make me feel less than because I'm not, particularly awesome at something during a certain time frame. Because I'm pretty freaking awesome anyway. It's my pep talk to myself. And maybe to you. I want you to think that you're awesome too, because you are. Okay. So anyway, we were talking about defining our priorities. What are our priorities? We need to know what our priorities are. Is this the priority? And then we want to set some intentions and goals. Intentions and goals. That is going to, we have to set things that are personal to us. Okay. I know that there's going to be a lot of people that are going to tell you that this is the only way that you can set a goal. It might not work for you to set a goal that way. You've got to figure out. So let's, as we're talking about it, reflect upon. In the past, I have set goals like this, and this is what has happened. Did it work for you or did it not? Maybe you need to set a goal in a different way. I believe all my lies too. Oh my God. Why? Why is it so easy to lie to ourselves? Why? Why? Can anybody tell me that? Why? Why is it so easy to lie to ourselves? We can just lie and make up. Oh, it's ridiculous, ridiculous, ridiculous. I agree with you. I so agree with you. Um, so having those goals, then milestones, milestones. I love having milestones. You can do milestones monthly, you can do milestones quarterly, you can do milestones in whatever time frame you want to have your milestones in. Maybe you could have a daily milestone. There's all kinds of ways, but I love having milestones because celebration is important. So important. You want to make sure that you are keeping yourselves, motivated, keeping yourself interested. Sometimes we're just not interested, And if we just do something to make it more interesting, like having milestones, then that can be helpful to us, helps us stay motivated. Miss Kitty Cat always wants to be patted. Carry the Lord's story. She hates that so much. So the next thing is pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone. Fear of failure, lack of confidence. These are things that are probably most likely going to come up. And we have to, we don't have to completely, my way, I like to think of it as expanding my comfort zone. We're just going to push the edges just a little bit. We're just going to, so that it's not as scary whenever you're just doing a little bit at a time, these little micro movements. It makes it so much more doable, so much more doable. Clear your mind, clear your space, clear your everything, declutter. Declutter your mind, declutter your home, declutter your inbox, declutter electronic, declutter everything. Because whenever we've got this clear mind, clear slate, it's so much easier. Did you really? You should do a video on that, Miss Teresa. You should do a video on how you used ChatGPT to give you suggestions on focus and goals for the year. I would be very interested in that. So your social circle, that's something that we maybe we need to reset, refocus on. Your sense of joy could be something also that we need to think about, and our negative thoughts are another item that can come into play. Do you guys have any other things that you think would really help us with resetting, restarting, refocusing? Some people like to go to a new gym. Some people have to get a brand new journal, a brand new planner. Some other ways, the complete throw out of all the food and restart completely with food. I don't ever do that. But some people think and swear by it. They think it's that's the thing you got to do. So I'm interested to see what is one main component of what you would do to restart, reset, refocus. Let me know, let me know, let me know, let me know. This cat every single time I see her. Ooh. So do you have one habit? Do you have one mindset maybe that if you could reset, what would it be and why? Starting is the hardest part. Yep, just there you go. You wrote the plan. Now you just follow it. What's going on? Oh. Hmm. Why am I getting a delivery? Does anybody know what's getting delivered? I don't think I ordered anything. Hmm. Now I can't wait to go downstairs and see what got delivered because I have no idea what's supposed to be arriving today. No idea. That was CPS, by the way. That's why Loki was barking. If I could reset one habit or mindset today, what would it be and why? So that is our next journal prompt. So I'm going to run downstairs while I play this little video, and you guys can share in the chat what that is. Boop, doop.
Jumping from cliffs so high.
Oh, wait.
Trust.
Get harder.
A new place, a new home for a while. Let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back. Take my time, just enjoy the ride. A new man passing by. Life is good, best I've ever felt. Get me up, somewhere new, somewhere I can find myself. Oh, I feel so alive. As I reach out to the sky. I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. Cause I found my way. Cause I found my way. Cause I found my way. Cause I found my way.
Okay, shush. Okay, you guys had enough time. You journaled it all about it, right? Because I know that you guys are all writing stuff down. You're all journaling. But that package wasn't for me. There was nothing there. Isn't that sad? Like, got all excited. Thought I got something new. I thought maybe it was Bark Box for Loki, but it was nothing. Not even for me. Also, I used to have timestamps so that I could on my computer, like it was like a post-it note, because that's how I do things old school like that. They would tell me like if I wanted to jump around in my little journaling thing there. And I lost it and it's not here, and I've got to put that back up because it helps me out. It helps me have a better flowing show. Anyway, that's something I can reset, start doing again. So I want to talk about our identity and our beliefs, because I feel like our identity and our beliefs tie into the whole reset, restart, refocus in a way. Do you need to think about your beliefs or your identity Do you feel like you are a person that can never make wise choices? Do you feel like you're a person who always loses control whenever they go out to eat? Are you a person that just can't keep promises that you make to yourself? Whenever we have these thoughts, these thoughts, I guess they're thoughts, or we shape our identity by saying these different types of things about ourselves. That might be something that we need to reset. That might need to be something that we need to focus on. If you think of your person as a person who hates exercise, you're probably not likely to exercise. But if you think of yourself as a person who enjoys taking walks, I enjoy taking walks. Well, you know what? A walk is exercise. But if you need to think about it as I'm a person who really enjoys walks, then there you go. That's how you identify. That's what you think about versus I hate exercise. And then that brings on growth. You can grow from there. You can evolve that identity into new things, into whatever it is that you want to believe. James Clear talks about it a lot in Atomic Habits, about identity and how it does affect the habits that we have. And as we refocus, as we restart, as we reset, that identity, those beliefs that we have about ourselves is a huge, big piece of the puzzle. What you believe, if you think that you're always a failure, that you're never going to get this, you're good. That's true because that's what you believe. We have to start working on changing that belief, and that starts with hitting that reset button. I'm not going to say that anymore. Reset. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to talk more kindly to myself. I'm working on it. I'm getting better at it. I'm going to do awesome, fun stuff. But first, we have to be honest with ourselves. No more lying to ourselves like we do all the time. Bye. We'll see you soon. Thanks for showing up. Appreciate you. Oh, shoot. There went that sentence. Whew, bye-bye. But yeah, we have to reflect. We have to be honest with ourselves. That's where growth starts. It starts with the awareness. But if we're lying to ourselves, it's not going to help us. We need to be honest. So now that we've hit the reset button, I used to have a reset button. I don't know what happened to it, but I think it was from, I don't know where it was from. It doesn't matter, but it was a button. And it played music when you hit it. And it was fun. I like things that play music and make noise and bother people. Anything that's annoying, that's cool. Only if I get to hit it and nobody else does. That's the rule. Okay, we hit the reset button. So now we got to plan for the future. What are we going to do? And not just make the plan, but we got to actually plan. We have to actually do the steps that we write down on the plan. So let's plan for I like to think of it as a week. Let's just do this 1 week at a time. For some people, they want to do it just 1 day at a time. For some other people, they want to take it just one, meal at a time. Let's just do little segments. Do what's right for you. Do what works best for you. But what is one? We're going to plan for our week ahead so that we can make sure that this fresh new year, we can stick with it for 7 days, right? We can stick with it for 7 days. Or just say I can stick with it for 3 days. Or however many days that is really doable, and then just repeat. Okay? That's what we're going to do. We're going to do it, and then next week we're going to say I followed my plan. I did it. Whatever your plan is, because I'm sure that the plan that you have is perfect for you. We just have to follow the plan. That's it. Yay, 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 yay. Sounds like a good plan. Plan with steps. Yes. A plan without steps isn't really much of a plan. You know, when you're driving places, you have a plan. You know which roads you're going to turn on. You know, it's not just I'm going to drive. No, there's a plan. There's a route that you're going to take. Take the route. So plan it out. Plan it out. It's got to have steps. Definitely. So what's one thing that you can do this week to make sure that, your reset's going to stick? Do you need a different bedtime? Do you need reminders to get up and move? Do you need to do some meal prep? Do you need to make a grocery list? First of all, plan. Let's make a plan. So think about your plan. Think about it's got to be doable. So many times people want to write down things that, they're not ready for. If you haven't done 50 sit-ups in the last 5 years, part of your plan should not be, I'm going to do 50 sit-ups today. It should be like, let's just start small and very doable, something that you know that you can kind of crush. Maybe something that's going to be a tiny, tiny, tiny bit challenging. But definitely know that it is something that is within your abilities. So think about it for a second. I'll be back in a minute to say.
I found my way. I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way. I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. Cause I found my way. Cause I found my way. Cause I found my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. Cause I found my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. I found my way, I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way, I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. Cause I found my way.
Okay, so the most important part about restart, reset, refocus is that you just do it as many times as you need to. If every day is a fresh new start, that's awesome. Every meal is a fresh new start, that's awesome. Every week is a fresh new, whatever. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Just reset, restart. That's it. Refocus as often as you want. There's no shame in it. It's an awesome thing to do. Every day is a new start. So it's awesome. With A and R, achievable and realistic. They are. Achievable and realistic are hard to gauge because, there's like this dreamland out there that tells you, oh, you can lose two pounds a week or something like that. But that's not realistic for everybody to be able to lose 2 pounds a week. Realistically, maybe, it could be like 2 pounds a month could be realistic for some people. I agree. I think realistic is very, very hard. Especially when it comes to losing weight. Realistic to me is I can do 2 15-minute workouts. That is realistic because it's just relied upon time and workout and expending energy. Like that is something I can do. But some things like weight, it's not fully 100% in control because there are so many factors that go into that. So I agree. Achievable and realistic is difficult. That I was discussing that with my boss yesterday. So there's a project that got behind at work and we need to get it done by June. So I was laying it out for her. I said, okay, so if we work backwards, we need to get it done by this date. then by this date, this is where we need to be with that project in order for it to be done on that date because of timing issues. And then I took the quantity. We have this many of this thing that we need to do, and this is how long an average one would take. So I was working out with her, and I was like, okay, so it comes down to like I got to do like 10 of these a week in order to hit the goal between now and the end of March. When you break it down, it makes it, and then there's milestones. See, so works with work, works with that, but achievable and realistic. A lot of times we got to go back based on our experience, personal experience, in order to set those achievable and really realistic goals for us. Look at our history, do some self-reflection. I know you're not good at it. Anyway, but that's one way that we can kind of help with setting achievable and realistic goals. So reset, refocus, brand new week. It's going to be an awesome week. It's going to be a winter weather wonderland out there for many of us. So let's take some comfort in that time. And that's all I got for you guys today. That is. But it's a good opportunity for us to realign with our dreams, with our goals. And we're not starting over. We're starting stronger and more wise than we were yesterday. So that's kind of cool to know that we've just gained so much. And we've got new knowledge, new skills, we're in a better place than we were yesterday. So I hope you guys have a fabulous week. I will see you guys in the next video. As always, it's going to be an adventure as we, restart and refocus. Don't forget to share this if you liked it. Leave me a comment. Come back if you're watching live. Come back and leave a comment on the video. It helps me out. Blah, 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 blah. YouTube stuff. I appreciate you. I love you. Have a great week. Stay safe. Bye. 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 Why did I just wave like that? That's weird. Anyway.
Ready